everyone, it's Brona from BronaghsBeautyandBooks.com, and today I'm going to be doing my Halloween makeup tutorial. I've decided I'm going as a vampire this year, so let's begin. I start off with my white foundation. I got this on Amazon. It's by the brand Stargazer. I got this really cheap online and I've never used a white foundation before, so I'm actually quite excited to see how this looks in the end. So this comes with a little spatula. Now this is something I was not used to using. I actually, as you can see, I tried to pour it out onto my hand, but the consistency of this is actually really thick. So in the end I had to go back and actually get the spatula and then just plop some onto the back of my hand. So I'm just going to be applying this with my fingers, as I feel it will help it blend in a little bit better than if I tried to use a makeup brush with this. As I'm not 100% sure of the product as well, I feel like that will help more. Before applying this, I did go through with my little colour correction palette I have from MEA Cosmetics, just to prevent any extreme redness showing through. I plan to use this again on Halloween just so that I can neutralise my skin tone before I go over it with a pure white foundation. This isn't 100%, how would you say it? It isn't a high coverage foundation, so I'd say it's more medium coverage, and it does actually say it's a shape that's long lasting. Apply it lightly and then build up layers if a heavier result is needed. Probably should have read that before I started using it. And it's perfect for anyone with oily to normal skin. I'm making sure to get this everywhere from my cheeks to my eyes, just to completely go over the whole white look effect. Now a little bit of this does go a long way, but whenever you're going for a full-on white effect face, you may need a slight bit more than you would with your normal foundation, which is why I do recommend buying something like this online, because you can usually get it a lot cheaper and it does save you a lot of money if you're going to have to use quite a lot of it. This also blends in really well, which was something I wasn't expecting whenever I saw how thick a consistency it was. So I was really happy with just how well that blended out. Although in some areas there was a very visible line, but then again, my skin isn't pure white, so I kind of saw that coming. I have a little baby wipe on me as well, just to remove any excess product from my skin so it's not just sitting there building up. Now that I've applied my base, I'm going to move on to applying the next part of my base, which is also another Stargazer product. This is their pressed powder in white. I also use this to set concealer on an everyday basis. So I use the same brush as normal, my Real Techniques powder brush, and then I just applied this the way I would most powders, just to set in the white foundation, and because this is a pure white powder as well, it will just help give me more of that ghostly effect. Once you mix these two together, you can really see the white effect of the foundation, and it does help completely bring you out of colour. Next, I'm moving on to my eyeshadow. This again is another Stargazer product. As you can tell, these are probably very cheap on Amazon. So this is just their eyeshadow in black. I'm applying this. Originally I'm using a brush I got in a huge pack of brushes on eBay. However, quite soon I realised this brush isn't as great as it could be for applying this, so I am going to be changing brushes in a wee second. I'm not usually one to use black eyeshadow, so this was all a very new way for me to be doing anything. But as you can see, the shape of this brush just doesn't really suit if you're going for a whole all over eye look. So I did then move to find one of my unique brushes, and I used their deluxe brush. This is just like their all-rounder kind of brush, so it's actually very soft, which makes it really easy to get in there and just do the whole way around your eye and just shade out completely. I'm aiming for a look that makes the eyes look like they've fallen in a bit, and just to really darken them out. The only part I would change about this is I would probably do a little bit of eyeliner on my waterline just to minimise the amount of redness saw. So that's one eye completed there. Next I'm just going to go and do the other eye, just the exact same wee thing, just getting the black and just blending it on. Unlike when you're doing normal eyeshadow, you don't have to worry about blending this as much because it isn't meant to look perfect. So really just a matter of getting it on as well as I can. I'll probably also be going over my eyebrows with a black eyeliner just to add more depth to it and to kind of remove them from the look. Actually really happy with the quality of this eyeshadow because I did get it so cheap, but it's so easy to build up a lot of colour in it, which is something I didn't expect. So I am actually really happy with the product, and I probably will have a look at some of the other colours in the Stargazer range. Next it's on to the most important part of this look. Well, a bit more white first. It's good to know I remember what I filmed, isn't it? So I done this mostly just to set in any extra and to help phase out any fallout from the eyeshadow. So next is another Stargazer product. This is their black lipstick, and it's literally just in shade 110, which is literally just jet black. So I applied this just all over my lips just to create a really good lipstick look. Sorry for the glitch there, I had to cut out something and I'm still learning how to do that properly. So I made sure to get every part of my lip, the main part, the inner corners, just to give an all-round lip look. The only issue I have with this is it's a very sheer product, so if you were to eat or drink anything, I could guarantee this would come right off. But when trying to remove it, it does like to stay, and so your lips would probably still be a little bit darker than normal. So now that's the face done, I'm going to move on to my hair. I'm quite lucky in that my hair is very obedient and it does tend to do what you want it to do, so I'm just going to be back combing it. First I did spray a little bit of dry shampoo in beforehand just because it gives it a very white look. So I'm just gently back combing my hair just to add a bit of volume and make it look rough and textured. This will help add to the undead look I'm going for. Because it is a vampire-ish look I'm looking for, everything doesn't have to look perfect. So I'm just making sure my hair looks tousled, tangled and all of that. I'm quite lucky that volume would actually stay in my hair without the use of hairspray. However, I probably will add just a little bit of Superdrug's own brand. So here is my completed look, and I actually think it looks really good and it would suit really well for the look I'm aiming for. So if you have any suggestions for this look, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'm really happy with it and I hope everyone else is too. So if you want, you can head on over to bronaghsbeautyandbooks.com and I'll see you there. All my social media links are in the bottom. Bye!